Want to know what goes behind creating that one perfect look? Hi, I'm your host Vikas, and you are listening to A Look That Happened. Today we have the magician behind our favorite celebrities, from the dream girl Hema Malini to Jennifer Winget, Tamanna Bhatia, Soha Ali Khan, and the list is long. Please welcome the extremely talented Kareen Parwani.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here today.
So let's start with a formal question. At such a young age, you are styling the legend of Indian cinema. How does it feel?
Honestly, I'm extremely blessed and I'm honored to have an opportunity to actually style her. She is undoubtedly the legend of Indian cinema, and there is absolutely no one who can replace her. She's like Queen Midas. Whatever she touches turns to gold. So after I started styling her, things have just worked out beautifully for me.
So, what was your first project with Himaji and how did the association happen?
Well, Himaji and I started working about 3 years ago. My first project with her was Beyond the Dream Girl, and I styled her for the cover and for the pictures inside. And I still remember very clearly, meeting her for the first time, her house, the whole experience. It was mesmerizing. I still cannot believe that day. And yeah, from the same day, she addresses me as baby. She calls me baby. So that's funny. And I think we both of us had each other's heart on day one itself, and we've not looked back since then.
She is a mega movie star, and adding to that, she is a politician. Do you feel the pressure sometimes?
Yes, of course. She's a mega legendary superstar, and she's a politician. She is the MLA of Mathura. That, of course, does create pressure, but we leave no stone, no pebble unturned for deliverables. And with at a very personal note, she's extremely warm, she's really motherly, and she's very caring. So between the two of us, it's like like a mother-daughter relationship. She calls me baby, and I can accompany her to a puja sometimes. I play with her grandchildren. It's more like a homely atmosphere for me, along with work, and it's all part of the whole deal. Like, it's fun, and it's really nice.
Do you take into consideration that being a politician, she need to be dressed in a particular way and that has to be correct all the time?
Well, more or less, yes. When she has to attend the parliament meetings and stuff, she does prefer wearing like plainer saris and more organza and more professional, like workwear saris and stuff, as compared to like an event or like an award function where she would prefer something that's a little back open, a little see-through, a little more like glamorous, and with a lot of embroidery and stuff. And whether she's a politician or she's an actress, or she's at an event, she is as beautiful, as graceful, as poised as it gets.
We have always seen Himaji in a sari for red carpets and several other events, and she looks gorgeous. But what stops her from experimenting with the stuff?
Well, Hemaji as a person does experiment. She likes staying a little in her comfort zone, because saris are like timeless and graceful, and that's what she is made up of. That's the kind of person she is. But she does wear gowns and salwar kameez and palazzos, and she wears trenches, she wears tops and blouses, and she just wears anything, and anything that she adorns looks really graceful and very exquisite on her. She has a really good eye for anything and everything that is exquisite, and I guess that is she's really gifted with such qualities.
Coming to another name which needs no introduction, I'm talking about television queen Jennifer Winget. What is her sense of style?
Well, Jennifer is a very subtle person. She's subtle, she's mellow, she is understated, but again, she doesn't like anything over the top, in the face, too many colors, too much happening. She doesn't like all of that stuff. That's not her. She's more subdued and subtle, but she's a diva. Once you know this person, she's a diva. She's a queen, and she likes to make a statement in a really, really subtle way. She's one of those do not judge the book by its cover ladies.
In an interview, we heard that Jennifer actually hates getting ready for red carpet. Tell us something about that.
Oh yes, I know the interview you're talking about. I myself was in that interview. We did it together. Yeah, well, Jennifer is, again, she's not an over the top. She won't wear those like 5-yard gowns. She's not the over the top dressing person. She likes her comfort zone. She likes her linen pants. She likes her pajamas. Yeah, that's the kind of person she is.
Kareen, you are dealing with personalities from both television and films. Do you think that there is a difference in the way that they are styled or the process?
Well, honestly, yes, I know I'm dealing with a lot of different personalities. I also work with a lot of sports channels and a lot of shows. But there isn't a stark difference when it comes to styling as a profession. As a stylist, my job is to bring out a person's personality in the way they dress. So it doesn't really have to do with any genre, whether it is television or films or sports or anchoring or anything like that.
Kareen, we heard from Shalina that Ashi studio gown that Deepika wore at Cannes, that pink one, that went missing when they reached there. Does any of such crisis ever happen with you when you need to make some last minute fix?
Well, yes, things like that happen. A lot of mishaps do happen. You will not believe that for every look we have like a 50 options, a set of 50 options always ready. There is nothing known as a single backup. There's always backup, 3-4 backups. We get alterations done and everything's like, you never know if it's really okay until it's on camera, it's rolling, something goes wrong unless the shoot is over and it is on TV or on screen. So yes, we have a lot of things ready, and we do not know up till the last minute what is really going to materialize.
Okay, now I'm putting you on a spot and you have to honestly tell me, Jennifer or Hemaji, whom do you need to push more to get into an outfit?
Well, honestly, if it had to come to this, it would have to be Jennifer, because she knows that I just need a call and an occasion to dress her up, because I get so excited and it's so much fun working with her. We're friends, and it's more chill and fun and more like we hang out, we eat, we chill, we party. So yeah, it's more fun with her, and she knows that she loves her pajamas, and the person who would get her out of her pajamas is going to be me.
As a stylist, you make everyone look beautiful. Now I want to know, what is Kareen Parwani's personal style?
Well, for this question, you would have to probably go explore my multiple wardrobes that I have in my house. My style is more, subtle, and the girl next door, cute sort of a vibe. It's not. I don't like getting attention or catching attention, and I also like my comfort zone a lot. So yeah.
With this, we have come to the end, and it was really, really insightful. Thank you so much, Kareen, for joining us.
Thank you for having me over. It was lovely chatting with you guys.